Hi, Cuppa and card friends. Welcome back. It's Linda Z. It's that time to grab your favorite Cuppa and grab your cards, and let's dive into the Knight of Swords. So this fella, or this young lady, is impulsive and determination. Think before you act. This is about big change coming. Do not engage in idle gossip. It is time to strike out on your own. But it says, don't burn your bridges. This is putting your plans into action, not considering the consequences. You could see he is in just an all-fire hurry, just ready to go. He's taking immediate action. He's risk-taking. I mean, this is the guy that is just has his foot on the pedal, and he is just tearing down the street. He is go, go, go. So let's look at some of the symbolism that we have in the car. Okay, so first let's look at his position. Look at him on his horse. You could see how fast he's going. He is just like full throttle, charging in to take over. I mean, he is not thinking. He is unstoppable energy. He is just, like I said, he is just on full blast, just going. The gray horse is about neutrality and indifference. I don't know if you could see here, but on the reins of the horse, we have butterflies. And this is about his flightness. It's a symbol or a metaphor from the caterpillar of the butterfly, from a run-of-the-mill person to somebody with vitality. This is about change. And with this, it's about him just charging in and the big change that's coming. I don't know if you also see here, he has two birds, and that's about passionate thoughts and high-flying aims. And then over here, he has more birds, 5 more birds. And those 5 birds are about being multifaceted and the quintessential mind. He has on his red cape. You would think this was wands, really, but it's all about passion of the mind and impulsive thoughts that he has. And with his sword raised high and going on, it's about him going beyond the limits and just charging in. Here we can see the trees again that we've seen before in the page yesterday, where it looks like the wind is blowing against them. And again, that is the winds of change. It's like a breath of fresh air. You could see how the clouds are going and moving in a different direction. But look here how we have a wide open field, and it's not showing any green growth, nothing here. And this is a warning about things drying up and being alienated, because you're just going so fast and going full force that you're leaving things behind. And notice the directionality of the card. He's going left. He's going towards the past. So it could be that he's charging in to the past, almost like he's trying to forget or trying to make amends for some things that happened in the past. But looking at directionality for me is always important in a reading. The Knight I always look at also as someone in their 20-ishes, 20 to 30-ish. They're not yet, like if this was a female energy or feminine energy, this is not yet a the mother type yet, but still someone young and just impulsive and ready to go. And those people that are those young people that you admire that are still just starting out in their career and traveling and doing things and having fun with life, and they haven't settled down yet, and just really getting everything started. So let's look at our cards today. I thought it would be fun to bring in some cards from holiday cards. Well, I have 2 holiday cards anyway. This is from the Yuletide Tarot, and this is from the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. And then I also have here from the Animal Guides Tarot, because Just because it may be a holiday themed card doesn't necessarily mean use them just for the holidays. So let's take a look at our cards. So here we have our Knight of Canes. Now, I wanted to look at this card because of how vastly different it is from our normal knight. Even though here we see them both going in to the left direction, we both have a pretty empty background. We still see, you know, a pretty deserted background. This one's frozen. But we don't see any impulsivity. We don't see that urgency, that passion of risk taking. We don't see that in this card. We see him moving along, and he's not on a horse. He's just kind of walking along, dragging his sleigh. So let's see what the card says about our Knight of Canes. And in this one, it's kind of cute because they use candy canes as the swords. And then in the other ones, they have candles and, what's the other one? Candles, candy canes, gifts. So sometimes that's fun when deck creators, instead of using the standard swords and for air, candy canes or things like that. So it says logical, blunt, and opinionated. In contrast to the Knight of Good Cheer, the Knight of Canes does not rely on their emotions to make choices. They are entirely logical. They will employ their mind rather than their heart in all matters. This can cause them to appear cold at times, but they can love deeply, albeit they may not be emotionally expressive. This is an individual who has a strong sense of self, of what is right and wrong. They are courageous and bold and will stand and fight for injustices. And that is, I get that with this because, you know, here it shows that they can be cold. You could see here, I think that's why we have him in this almost frozen tundra kind of situation. But look at how he's gripping that candy cane. You know, he's not handling it lightly. He is gripping it like he wants to stab someone. And then let's look at our jack-o'-lantern, the Knight of Swords. And here we have this person flying high on their owl. Again, towards the left. But look here how we have a bird flying with the scales of justice or karma. Here he's grabbed a pumpkin and he's flying away, almost kind of like he's stolen something. We see a lot of mountains here in the background. To me, that is a lot of challenges that he may be overcoming or that he may have to face. So let's see what the guidebook says about this person. A person on a mission to forge the blade of intelligence, an active pursuit of sharpness and wit that will cut at the core of things, the Knight of intellectual pursuit and learning. That's all we got. This is a low Scarabeo deck, by the way, so the guidebook is pretty thin. It comes in multiple languages, and yeah, that's all we have for that. So, and then we have the Animal Guides Tarot, and I love the background, the backs on this card. It's really cool. And one of the things about this deck is also it was a pre-loved deck that I had gotten. I think it's just absolutely beautiful. And it says Knight of Air, decisive, focused, driven, impulsive, thoroughbred horse. Get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion and make your decisions quickly. And that is what I definitely consider the Knight of Swords. Here he is moving to the right, though. This is about going to the future. To me, I see this as moving towards the finish line in a race and just going. So let's see what the guidebook says about this. And it says, the thoroughbred horse represents the fast-moving energy in all of tarot. If things have been a bit sluggish for you lately, then get ready. Once the horse races in, you can expect things to go from dead stop to lightning speed in the blink of an eye. Because of that, you may be asked to make decisions very quickly. You'll want to choose logic and intellect over emotion, and whatever you do, think fast. You won't have long before you're running after the horse yelling, "Wait for me!" The thoroughbred can represent a person who loves action. He's intelligent, decisive, focused, and possibly a bit impulsive. He'll rush in to save the day by instantly figuring out what to do. Then, without conferring with anyone, just do it. His intentions are good and his head is in the right place. However, he tends to act without asking first. You might want to keep tabs on his progress, lest he get far ahead of you, and possibly way off course if you had that in mind. Thoroughbred horses are known for their swiftness, stamina, agility, and willingness to go the extra mile. They can run at speeds up to 55 miles an hour and keep going long after other horse breeds would tire. They're extremely intelligent and forge a psychic connection with the person they work with on a regular basis. This is one of the reasons why they're a symbol for victory and success. However, if one gets away from you, you're going to have to run very, very, very fast to catch up. And one of the things that's said in here is that they like to come in and save the day, and they do things without conferring with other people. And that is definitely one of the things that I see about this is they are the kind of person that will do something. And what's that saying? I'm trying to think. What is that saying? I would rather ask for forgiveness than permission. So they just kind of do it. And then after the fact, be like, oh, well, I'm really sorry, but, I really did it. Instead of asking first, hey, can I do this? So let's do a tarot reading with our Knight of Air. So I will pull these down. And by the way, I will be posting these in the 4 Facebook groups below. Please join one or all of them. And we do lots of tarot exercises and things like that. So I hope you enjoy the group. And also don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss future videos. I'm going to be taking a social media break for a couple of days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or maybe not Sunday, but definitely Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And so I will not be posting anything, but I have over 150 videos for you to look at. So again, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button because I really appreciate it and it helps my algorithms and it lets me know that you're watching. And I really care about all of you guys who do that. And if you comment, I definitely will respond. So thank you very much. So let's see, let's move him over into position 1. Oop, come on. Okay. All right, so that is our energy of the day. Our energy today is to go, 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 go. So why is it here? These cards are rather big. They're kind of chunky. Why is it here? Spirit, tell us, why is this here? And how do we handle this? Okay, why do we handle this? Move you over a little bit. Move you. You can see how big these cards are. Actually, let me just grab this card. This is the standard tarot card, and that is the card from the animal guide. So you can see how much wider it is. It's a really big card. Okay, so we have our Knight of Air, our Knight of Swords. We're decisive, we're focused, we're driven, we're impulsive. We act before we think. But we're going to have to make decisions really, really quickly. And why is this here? We have the Six of Water, the Six of Cups. This is about nostalgia. It says the love and care of children could become an important part of your life, or people from your childhood may return to it. Old memories can be healed, or possibly old childhood dreams are ready to be revived. And then why is this here? Or no, this is how to handle it. How to handle it. Release. It's time to release the past and move on to something new. The ending is the first step on the way to being in a happier future. Okay, so let's see. So I'm definitely getting a relationship vibe here. And let's see. All right, I'm thinking here. Thoughts are coming. So here is about thought and here is about heart. And what I'm seeing here is you were moving really quickly for something that you thought it was. You were moving really fast in a relationship or towards a relationship, whether it was from someone like an old flame, an old boyfriend, or something like that. This is about a thought that you had in your mind of maybe a high school crush or someone from your past that you've been thinking of, and it's definitely saying release that and forget it. You've got to let it go in order to move on. Whether this was an old friend, maybe someone that you had trusted, maybe someone that you had cared about. I'm seeing like an old high school flame for some reason. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing that. Notice how these are all facing towards your future also. We have our horse here who is going towards our future. And I think this is what we were thinking. Our mind was thinking, maybe you went to a high school reunion and you saw someone from your past that kind of was like, hey, do you want to start up this old flame again? And it really tugged at your heartstrings because you were remembering all those young feelings that you had. And the release, this is saying, nope, let it go. Let go of the past. It's in the past for a reason. You've got to leave it there. And notice here how we have the butterfly. And this is about change. And all of this weight here, this is all about purity and, being pure of heart. So this is telling me if kind of like, yeah, definitely getting that high school reunion kind of vibe. Like you had gone to the high school reunion, you were really excited about going and everything. And you're seeing and remembering all those fun old times that you had. And you ran into an old boyfriend or an ex or something. And you're remembering those that passion that you had, that love, those feelings and everything. Those high school emotions for firsts are really strong because they're such lasting memories. Excuse me, losing my voice this morning. So yeah, I'm really seeing that, and this is definitely saying let it go. And not only that, peacocks are about royalty. You're better than this. You're better than looking at that past. It's fun thinking about it, but it's there for a reason. So I would let it go. Well, again, I thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this video on the Knight of Swords. Tomorrow will be an oracle card deck that will do a flip through and a reading. And next week, I will be doing a two-part video on, gosh, there are so many tarot cards. Why are there so many tarot decks? And then another one on tarot versus oracle. Why do we have two different kinds of cards, and why do we use them, and what are they for? So stay tuned for that. And I hope you enjoy my videos. And again, please don't forget to subscribe. Once we hit 1,000, which we're still a good distance off, but once we do, I will do a giveaway of a bunch of journal stickers so that you can use them in your journals. And I appreciate your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.